in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game, but we've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship, and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Finds his man, it's Davis. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this team.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And there's another dude I had on there, but I think I'll take that one too.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
He trying to lock me out for playing time. I took everybody off.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the 1st check early, give the defense some credit, and they're ready for this great move.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Holstein. He wants to go deep.
Get him to the control.
They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Jesus.
Might be looking to run. They get to him as he throws. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard.
Okay, Eli. Eli? Yeah.
A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Lewis. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get down here when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now adjusting. Rolling
Oh, I hit the wrong
right,
fucking
deep.
button. I hit the wrong, man.
Picked off.
What are you doing? Triple
He's
coverage.
knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. the
both
end of
y'all
the
get one
first
then,
quarter,
sure.
and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'm in there.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go.
Talk to me.
Now this drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up in the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Lewis. There he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short.
I could have got that first.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They punted away on fourth down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulders.
Come on, man! Get up there, Bill!
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically.
Yeah,
I think
right in the damn stomach, nigga.
You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Shut your tall ass down, chop your big ass down.
Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Van Buren. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And this defense is half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right.
No way.
Complete on the comeback. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking...
Max going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out.
Lock in.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
Stick like that. Chunk that down.
Pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team. Everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a first down.
Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after that.
Never play.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media balance, his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all
enough is enough
is
enough.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Yeah.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's mainly shifty.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Going for it all.
Shit, enough of that. you might switch with him.
He's loose. Touchdown Mustangs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 39 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the...
Throws toward the end zone.
Oh, what? What?
Down, Florida State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the run, it's Lewis. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. At the 45 on its way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Time to take a shot. And they were able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one. Give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a man on the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
Ooh, 40.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Van Buren. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
I'm about to wish we better pick this up.
What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Am I blind?
Second
Am I blind?
interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they brought a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Finds the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Oh, I'm with the...
And it's caught! Touchdown!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. He'll get rid of it. Got him, and nobody's close. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down.
Man, what?
This is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover. They force it. and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back over the field.
They're just telling you.
They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their room integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Moving away from pressure.
But why the fuck does Mason keep on getting right in?
On fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost
fucking lineman just moves us out and just run right
And
out.
the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Scrambling away. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And you just got to know the situation in the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's Holstein. He's taking a deep shot late
What
in
the?
the game. And they can't
Bro,
hook up
every
on the
time
big
I lose,
play,
like,
and
it'd be
that
some
brings
just
up a
dumb
fourth
shit.
down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense.
I don't understand why he just stopped running when I'm about to catch the ball.
In the fourth quarter, you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can
Yes.
get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation.
And everybody
at least
just
7
comes
up
in
on the
wide
board.
open.
They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Nice move to keep running.
You cannot make this shit
All the way
up.
down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the option. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Okay.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air, it's Holstein. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got a man. It's Singleton. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late, the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Not all close games are free.